Every Sunday, the spotlight shines on the superstars. The quarterbacks, the receivers, the pass rushers. The cameras and public attention are always on them, highlighting every throw, catch, and sack they make. They are the face of the team, the names printed in bold in newspapers and talked about on TV. But behind the bright stadium lights and cheering crowds, there's another story that's rarely told. But football is more than just its stars. Every win, every dramatic moment on the field, is the result of hard work from the whole team, including those whose names are rarely mentioned. For every big name, dozens of players fight in the shadows. Special teams aces, backup linebackers, practice squad warriors. They might never score a touchdown or make headlines, but they're always ready when called upon. They spend hours studying the playbook, practicing tirelessly, and keeping team spirits high. Their job is often tough and stressful, because one small mistake can have a big impact on the game's outcome. Their work isn't seen by fans, but it's super important for the team's success. They are the backbone that keeps the team going. These unsung heroes go through the same tough practices, waiting for a moment that might never come. They keep practicing, stay ready, and never lose hope of proving themselves. But they are the foundation on which championships are built. Without their help, the team would never reach the top. On a cold November afternoon in Chicago, this truth became clear. Amidst the biting cold and gray skies, the team's spirit was tested. The Bears, locked in a tough fight with the Steelers, would see the game decided not by their main players, but by two players who had spent most of the season on the bench. They finally got their chance to prove that their hard work and dedication were not in vain. Their story is a reminder. In the NFL, every player matters. No matter how big or small their role, every contribution shapes the team's journey to victory. These are the unsung heroes, the true foundation of every winning team. Meet DeMarco Jackson and Amen Ogbongbemiga, names you might not have known before Week 12. They are the Bears' backup players, working behind the scenes, ready for anything. Life as a backup player means endless preparation, few chances, and constant readiness. They push the starters in practice, lead on special teams, and play their roles with professionalism. But deep down, they dream of playing with the starting defense and making their mark. That dream is about to come true. Football is a tough sport, and injuries are just part of the game. This means teams always need to be ready with other players. As Week 12 came around, the Bears' linebacker group was really hurting. Suddenly, Jackson and Ogbongbemiga were pushed into starting roles. All those hours of hard work that nobody saw led up to this moment. The pressure was huge, but this was their chance to show they belonged. The coaches turned to them and said, "This is your time. We need you." Could they play their best against the Steelers and keep the Bears' season alive? The answer wouldn't just decide one game, but also their futures. DeMarco Jackson's journey is all about patience and endless preparation. He believed in his talent, worked tirelessly, and never complained. Jackson prepared every day as if he were going to be the starter, treating every practice like it was the Super Bowl. He studied game footage, learned every linebacker role, and earned his chance. When his moment came, he played with confidence and calm. He wasn't overwhelmed. He was ready. Jackson's performance was the result of years of unseen hard work. Patience isn't just waiting, it's preparing for your moment. Right alongside Jackson, Amen Ogbongbemiga made the most of his chance. Known for his energy on special teams, he brought that same exciting spirit to the defense. Born in Nigeria and growing up in Canada, Ogbongbemiga fought for every opportunity. Against the Steelers, he played with a fiery passion, showing he was more than just a special teams player. He was a complete linebacker, stopping runs, covering receivers, making plays all over the field. Together, he and Jackson became an unexpected but powerful team. By the end of the game, everyone knew Ogbongbemiga's name and respected his game. The Bears-Steelers game was a fierce defensive battle, and Jackson and Ogbongbemiga really stepped up. Jackson stopped runs, made plays like a seasoned pro, and set the tone for the defense. Ogbongbemiga's speed and ability shut down big plays and put pressure on the quarterback. At the end of the game, forced a rushed throw, leading to an interception that sealed the win. This duo combined for over 20 and several game-changing plays. They didn't just fill in, they played like stars. Soldier Field erupted with every watching two new heroes rise. preparation met opportunity, and the result was unforgettable. This win was more than just two players having an amazing game. It was a story about a whole team that refused to give up, even when things looked impossible. Every second on the field, every whistle blown, showed how determined and tough the Bears were. The Bears' true spirit really shined that night, a team that didn't just rely on its stars, but also on the strength they built together all season long. The team rallied around its backup players, showing that everyone, no matter their role or how much they played, had an important part in getting to victory. Every part of the team, from the strong offense to the disciplined defense, worked together, helping each other out and covering any weaknesses. The experienced veterans, the energetic young players, and the endless effort from the whole squad made Jackson and Ogbogbemiga's success possible. They fought for every inch of the field, never giving up even when they were tired. This win made everyone believe even more that every player matters, and that real victory comes from teamwork, not just from what one person does. Every role, no matter how small, is super important. From the starters to the backups, everyone supported and motivated each other. This spirit inspired the whole locker room, starters and backups, to always be ready, always believing that their chance could come at any moment. The Bears trusted their deep roster, their smart coaching, and each other. They knew that real strength comes from trust and sticking together. Jackson and Ogbogbemiga thrived because they had the full support of their teammates, who were always ready to lift up and cheer on anyone who stepped onto the field. This was a win that defined the team's culture, showing that the Bears are a family that looks out for each other and fights together. From top to bottom, this victory proved the Bears' strength, not just as a team, but as one unbreakable unit. The story of Jackson and Ogbogbemiga is one that proves true strength comes not just from talent, but from a big heart and endless preparation. They are living proof that hard work, dedication, and belief in yourself can overcome any obstacle. Chicago, a city built on toughness and a never-give-up spirit, saw itself reflected in these two players. Amidst the hustle and bustle of a challenging city, Jackson and Ogbogbemiga became symbols of new hope, proving that anyone can rise above limitations. Their efforts inspired teammates, motivated the stars, and gave hope to every overlooked dreamer. Every step they took on the field became an encouragement for the team to keep fighting, even when hope seemed dim. They weren't just playing for themselves, but for the entire city cheering them on. Their journey resonated beyond football, speaking to anyone waiting for their chance to shine. Young people in Chicago are now dreaming bigger, inspired by the story of two players who refused to give up. The community feels closer, united in the same spirit and hope. They proved that your circumstances don't define you, your response does. Every time they fell, they got up stronger, showing that failure is just part of the journey to victory. For the Bears, this was a building block for a culture of accountability and teamwork. Every practice, every meeting, and every challenge was faced together, building a strong foundation for the team's future. The win was more than just a victory. It was proof that the right culture can overcome any obstacle. Every win is a result of the trust, solidarity, and never-give-up spirit instilled by players like Jackson and Ogbogbemiga. Two unexpected heroes have lifted the spirits of a city and a team, proving that inspiration can come from anywhere, and hope always lives in the hearts of those who dare to dream. In sports, we get really focused on the big stars and what we think will happen, but sometimes, heroes come out of nowhere. The Bears' win was a big lesson about being ready and how strong a team can be. Jackson and Ogbogbemiga didn't just wait for a chance, they got ready for it. Their story is like a blueprint for doing well in any part of life. Do the work when no one is watching. They really took on their roles, and when it was their turn, they stepped up for the team. Their journey reminds us to look past just the famous players and appreciate every player's story. Stay ready, keep working hard, and be prepared to shine. Because you never know when it's your turn to be the hero.